Hi there, and welcome to this week's Arbury Home. So we're now going to do the main course. So Iona, do you want to tell everybody what they've got?
Today you've got roast fillet and breaded breast of lamb, roasted garlic and olive oil mash with seasonal vegetables. Enjoy! Bye!
Thank you very much. So we've got our lamb fillet, our lamb breast, a few little seasonal vegetables, mashed potato in a vacuum pack bag, lamb sauce, a little bit of butter for the vegetables, and then some butter and oil for cooking the lamb. Alright, so first thing we did is we put a pot of water on at the back, brought it to the boil, turned it down to a simmer, and all we're going to do is drop the potatoes still in the bag into the water for at least 10 minutes, okay, just to simmer to warm through. So now we're just going to start on the lamb. Alright, so lamb fillet, there's two different, we've got this little pencil fillet. There's another piece of lamb which comes from the above the fillet, the loin. It's a little bit thicker and squarer. We'll cook it exactly the same way, not to worry about that. So all we're going to do, season the lamb quite generously, okay? A little bit of sea salt, like so. Now we take our oil and butter, and what we want to do is we want to just put our finger over and let the oil come out into a frying pan. I'll explain to you in a second. So we get that nice and hot, put them there. Now we need it really quite hot to get at the beginning, because what we don't want to do is cook the lamb too much. We just want to get that nice caramelization to it all, okay? So we just get the oil nice and hot. Okay, so then pan's nice and hot. Lamb fillet in, okay? And what we want to do is we want to try and get a nice roasted golden brown colour the whole way around, alright? But we need to do that quite quickly, so let's not move the pan too much and just allow the heat to come through. While we're waiting, we can put the sauce into the saucepan. Like so. And we can start to warm that through. Turn the lamb over. And then we have another little pan which you're going to pop your butter in. And we can slowly warm that through just to melt it. Try and get a nice colour. There we go. Right, now with the butter for the vegetables, we just need to drop a couple of drops of water in there. Like so. Right, there we go. So we've got a nice little colour on the lamb. Just going to pop that in a tray. Now, we now take the remaining butter and pop that into your pan. And we need to control the heat a little bit now. And what we want to do is get that butter. We're going to keep it moving. And we get it foaming up like this, yeah? We don't want it brown. So then we're going to take our lamb, which is in the breadcrumbs, and we're just going to keep the pan moving ever so gently just to try and control the temperature. And what we want to do is get a nice golden brown colour all over that breaded lamb breast. Nearly. Have a look, beautiful. So we turn it over there, we've got a nice golden brown colour now. So we're just going to repeat it on this side as well. Spoon a little bit over. So there we go. So all we're going to do now, lift it out, pop it in the tray with your lamb fillet. So we have lamb fillet, lamb breast in the oven, 180 degrees for approximately 3 minutes, maybe 4. Just have a little feel, and then we're going to let it rest afterwards. Perfect. So what we'll do, we'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes when we take the lamb out of the oven. Hi there, and welcome back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the lamb out of the oven. There we go. So we've got our roasted fillet and our breast, and we're just going to leave them to rest there for a couple of minutes while we do everything else, okay? So in this pan we had the butter with a little bit of water. So it's now, we're going to bring it up to the boil. And then we're going to add our vegetables. Meanwhile, we're going to take our mashed potato. So just going to drain it, pop it in a bowl. So vegetables. We just pop the vegetables in there. And we want to boil them, we want to keep them really, really hot. And what will happen is the butter and the water boil together, form an emulsion, and it becomes a nice glaze on the veg, and they'll just take a minute to heat through. So vegetables, mashed potato. So carefully cut open your bag, maybe a little bit hot. You just want to squeeze your mash out. Oh, vegetables. There we go. Squeeze the mash out. Just like that. There we go, beautiful. So, oh, sticker, don't want that. So just give it a good old mix. Sometimes it can split a little bit. So we've got our vegetables here. Sorry, ready to go, nicely glazed, looking shiny. And then we can start to go. So, first things first, our roasted garlic mash into the centre of your plate, like so. We take our vegetables and just arrange them nicely around the outside of your plate. Any way you like. Just try and split the colours up. Lovely. Then we're going to take our lamb breast, pop that onto the mashed potato. We take our lamb fillet. Let me just pop that there so you can see. So what we're going to do is we're going to carve it, but we're going to carve it on a little angle. Okay? So, take that. And you want about, I don't know, 5 nice slices, 6. Doesn't really matter. And we're just going to pick them up, make a little fan, and then sit them on top of the lamb breast. And finally we've got our sauce. It's nice and warm. Just going to spoon that over the lamb and around your plate. Just like so. So there we have it. We have our roast fillet and breaded breast of lamb, roasted garlic and olive oil mash, and seasonal vegetables.